is the Bob and Tom Show. Happy President's Day. We come to you from the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Manning the controls, it's our man, Ace Cosby.
Time to rock.
Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. We are about to start the process of dressing up as presidents today. It's an annual event that we all so enjoy. I'm not kidding.
Who enjoys this?
Hey, why not? That's what I say. Why not?
I didn't mind dressing up like presidents.
We are dressing up like presidents, but
I question the use of pancake makeup and spending an hour in the shower getting it off my face. I question that.
We're doing presidents as monsters here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. We'll be getting some news out of Christy shortly. Now we are, I notice we have the cameras being set up so we can start the process. Is Josh going to be the first one to get the makeup? That should be very
Sure,
exciting.
I seem kind of to be the only willing.
And again, the background on this is Dean has a collection of presidential monsters. It's a collection of small action figures of all the presidents, and they're all various monsters. For example, Bill Clinton is in a suit as the Wolf Man with big sideburns and a saxophone. And so we're going to be presidential monsters, and there's a reason for this, which we will explain at the end.
Okay.
Of the process that will make it all worth it. And Callie has joined us in the studio. And someone watching your baby in the next room, I hope. Okay.
Yeah, my kids are here, so
okay.
they're built-in babysitters.
Getting those daughters ready for having babies.
And Callie will be applying. You're going first, Josh?
Sure, yeah.
And you're going to be Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay.
Now, historically on this show.
Josh is going to be Teddy Roosevelt?
That's not right.
Yeah, apparently that's the new plan.
No,
Is that the plan?
no.
Oh, we switched it again?
Christy's always been Teddy
I've got to be
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you say. But by the way, if you want to see all the presidential monsters, go to presidentialmonsters.com if you'd like to view the presidential monster doll set, or some would say action figure set. Now, we move on to Christy at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
A group of deputies and some unlikely good Samaritans rushed to help us save a 1-year-old locked in an SUV in Newport Richey, Florida recently.
Did you hear Christy go Italian there in the middle of the story? Help us save. They helped us save somebody.
The mother of the child said her husband strapped their daughter into a car seat, tossed the keys in the front seat. When he closed the back door, realized the SUV was locked.
You would have loved this video because the prisoners are standing around in black and white stripes, trying to get the baby out of the car.
A group of inmates repairing medians
cool.
nearby rushed to help. One inmate used a clothes hanger to quickly unlock the door. Sheriff Chris Nacco admits it was a unique situation, allowing an inmate to use breaking-in skills to break into a car for the right reasons. The girl's mother hopes to contribute to the inmate's commissary accounts as a token of her gratitude.
Well, that's
Very
sweet.
nice, yeah.
Guys helping out, paying their debt to society, and using some of their burglary skills to access the car.
Yeah.
By the way, ma'am, I'll just steal the hubcaps. No need to make the donation. Wow. I wonder if, are they commonly allowed to approach vehicles while working? And
I doubt it. I would think that they probably have someone watching over them to make sure that they don't run off.
Need a jump? I'm serving time for battery.
Oh, even Ace is looking at you like you're nuts.
Now, now, could we get a pair of headphones on, Josh? Because I don't want him to miss this next segment of the show. Josh is about to be made up as he becomes a monster. Can you put headphones on and get your makeup at the same time, Josh?
There's a lot of whining, so I'm not Jefferson.
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
Oh, no, I am Jefferson.
You're Jefferson now? I thought we had agreed that Christy was going to be Jefferson. I don't know what happened.
Why would you do that?
Because I already have the mustache.
Because if the facial hair issue.
Okay, I'll be Jefferson, whatever.
Well, you could have come to the meetings. You would
I was at the meeting.
fully ready for this.
I was at the meeting and...
Okay, well, let's move forward here now.
Oh.
There's the telephone.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Archibald Cox with today's Some Other News Presidential Trivia Quiz.
A Watergate reference there.
Okay, this is a quiz, folks. Our funkiest president was Of course, the answer is John Quincy Jones Adams.
Ah,
The man was a funkmeister extraordinaire.
everyone knows that.
Cannot argue with that.
The first diabetic presidential couple, James and Dolly Madison. One too many sugary donuts for that pair, right?
Snack cakes. Love them.
Maybe that one should have been eliminated. The president with the best fastball,
Yes.
Grover Cleveland Alexander.
That's right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, those of you who don't know who Grover Cleveland Alexander was, he pitched in the majors from 1911 to 1930. Had a heck of a fastball, you see. He had 7 straight seasons of 27 wins or more.
Quite the picture, yes.
Here is a musical quiz. Who is known as the Oompa President?
The Oompa president.
John Philip.
Susan.
James K. Polka.
James K. Polka. Of
course.
I was way off.
Okay. Among the hipper presidents, who was the first president to try LSD?
Wow, LSD with the president. I have no idea.
Rutherford B. Purple Haze.
Oh.
Rutherford B. Purple
Rutherford
Haze.
B. Purple Haze.
It's amazing.
Rutherford. There you go.
Rutherford would be a different country.
Banana and banana.
Totally different.
Yeah, that'd be
Changes the joke.
apparently from Canada.
From the critics of the presidency, who is universally known as the suckiest of presidents?
I give up. Who is it?
Oh, come on. Of course, it's Herbert Hoover.
Oh. Well.
Oh, Hoover.
Oh,
Vacuum
sucky.
cleaner.
Vacuum.
Hoover.
Yes.
Hoover, the vacuum cleaner.
The most animated presidents, Calvin and Hobbes Coolidge, and James Abram Garfield.
Garfield, of course, the
Garfield.
cartoon.
And finally, the only 2 BJs affiliated with the Oval Office
Oh, I know.
are
Yeah.
LBJ and Bill Clinton.
Of course.
Well, this has been Dick Hits Water City. Could someone please check the teleprompter before it goes up? Thank you. This has been Dick Hits Water sitting in for Archibald Cox. And this has been today's Some Other News Presidential Trivia Quiz. Bye, kids.
Thanks.
Bye.
Archibald Cox.
I always wondered what happened to him.
Archibald
He's doing
Cox.
news.
I thought he'd been long deceased. But now, in the meantime, I can't help but notice if you look over that direction, Josh, is this being fed right now, or are you doing this? Okay, we're videotaping. Josh is being made up over there, kind of a, what is that, purplish?
Kind of grayish,
Ghoulish
silverish.
makeup as we continue to do our special event today, which is
Light
dressing
gray.
up like monsters that are presidents in honor of the presidential monster series of dolls. Or
He
action
should be
figures.
Teddy Roosevelt. He's got the mustache for it. Did
Okay.
Roosevelt ever have a beard?
I don't know. He probably did while hunting, but
Yeah, he probably
on a
camped.
long expedition.
He
I
liked to
think.
camp for months at a time.
He's
Maybe
famous.
didn't-
While he was on his
didn't
horse?
shave. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once again,
Hard to
there's a,
shave while you're
there's
on
a
horseback.
reason we're doing this, and we'll explain what we're doing a little bit later on. Right now, Josh being made up. Now, Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What have you got, Christy?
Well, on this date in history, February 18th, it's not always President's Day, Yoko Ono was born on this date in 1933.
Yikes. He's like 86 or something. It's a crazy age, I think.
that
Man,
would be that's it.
she's 6 years older than my mother? Wow.
She's a big fan. It's her birthday.
Yeah.
She's famous for her birthday suit,
Yes, she's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
cover of
Remember
an
that?
album. Mm-hmm.
the Two Virgins album.
Sure.
I'm sure that she's, since that was taken, found it depilatory of some sort.
Should have taken a step closer to the razor, possibly.
Maybe not.
It's for different times.
Woman of a certain age, I bet she's a little lighter.
Let's move on.
Can't
Sorry.
tell where her waist starts.
Born on this date in 1954, John Travolta.
Well, that's his Earth birthday.
Oh, his Scientology birthday's different?
Different.
Do they have different ones?
Xenu, and I
when
don't know
does-
about that.
Oh.
Does Xenu celebrate? Is that the same thing? Great actor.
Volcano.
Undeniably great actor.
Finally went with the bald head. He finally has gone with that.
He
full
is?
time.
He's
Yeah.
that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yep.
Once had great hair.
Yes. And then, of course, everyone talked about all the wigs he wore because they assumed he'd lost his hair, but apparently he did, and he
Not to
finally
mention the
shaved it.
beard he has.
Yeah. wow.
Always been
wow,
the
wow.
thinking. Yeah.
1957, born on this date, Vanna White.
Wow.
She
What
and I
a
have the same.
job.
She and I have the same birth year. Not that she's 10 months older than me, but
How old is she
give or
now?
take.
Well, she was born in 57.
So she's just turned 62.
Can I get an A, an A, an R, and a P.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think what she'd like to buy is her freedom.
Buy her way out of
really-
her contract.
She really doesn't have a job anymore.
No, she just points and they.
And you can't tell me when she touches the letters, they light up. They light up remotely, okay?
She's part of the show, though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, more power to her.
A lot of
That may be
guns.
the shortest chit-chat ever at the beginning of that show.
That's because they
barely...
can't
They probably hate
stand
each
each
other.
No, I'm sure they're fine.
been
It's
how
just that
many
they,
years?
They don't give them a lot of time to actually chat.
Chuck Woolery, the original host of
I'll be back in
Wheel
2
of
and 2.
Fortune.
Okay.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember
With
that.
Susan somebody as Vanna White. I forget her last name.
Huh.
Yeah, look it up.
Born on this date in 1965, Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
Now-
he's only like 52 or something.
65, yeah.
Now, again, famous doctors who aren't real doctors. Josh, you
Dr.
wanna weigh
Dre.
in?
Yeah,
Dr.
he's not
Hook?
a doctor.
Dr. Hook, Dr. Dre, Doctor Who,
Dr.
Pepper,
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we could do a whole list of doctors who aren't real doctors.
Dr. Detroit.
Dr. Tom.
Dr. Detroit, that is not a good movie.
It is as unfunny a film as you're apt to see.
Dr. Nick
Oh, yeah.
from The
Well,
Simpsons.
he's a real doctor. He's just not very good.
Wasn't he named after Dr. Nick from Elvis?
Hi, everybody. I don't know.
Oh.
Possibly.
Famous Dr. Nick,
Maybe.
who was a man fast and loose with a prescription pad. Now, I want to talk about a couple quick things. Right now, Josh is being made up to look like a monster because we're doing the presidents as if they were monsters today. And there's a reason for this that will be very clear when we're finished. Now, did we decide, is Josh, is he being, what do we figure? Are you doing Teddy Roosevelt? Is that the plan?
Oh, whatever Christie wants.
Oh, it's hard to look over at Josh right now because once again he
He just looks like a ghoul. hard to-
you look it's
You look like
It's hard to pinpoint
it's
him as
very
a president.
ghoulish makeup.
Yeah.
you look like.
I look
the,
forward to seeing it. I've only seen it via a phone. So.
Now we are going
like
to
a scary movie host.
We'll
who
do an
just
edit.
hasn't made it yet.
edit of the makeup. Yes.
Right.
Please watch.
Please watch my show tonight.
My own children make fun of me.
You do look like the
You have a pump gas with this makeup on?
funny thing is it's the glasses because you've got your regular glasses on. It's like you're the late night TV host, but you really can't do the show without your glasses, and they're not going to buy you a pair of sort of.
The thing about Todd Browning is, oh, the hell with it. No one's watching.
Freaks was up. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think
don't you
Dracula
think-
would wear glasses.
Don't you think his glasses look really feminine with the hair?
Yes, I do.
I don't know what
Really?
happened there. Yes. Are you sure those are men's eyeglasses?
Well, they say, yes, the Gloria Vanderbilt collection.
Yes, the hair is very effeminate for some reason.
It is.
It's very poofy.
You do look like
Well,
the matronly librarian. That's her hairstyle.
Charles, you keep it down over there.
We have a
Which president? Oh, I'm Lincoln.
yes.
Drinking for a Lincoln.
Was this Lincoln
Now,
if
did we
he'd
decide?
lived?
Now,
Yes, this is Lincoln if he'd lived. My brain's been shot away. Is that what you're trying to
No, because your beard's all gray. Lincoln's.
Because your beard's all gray.
oh, I see. So
No, Lincoln
he's
didn't
an
get
aging,
old enough
Right.
to have his beard turn gray.
Exactly.
an aging Lincoln.
You've pissed me off.
You're also fatter. Is that what you want to hear? Huh?
No,
we can
that
pile
was-
on.
If he'd started eating some candy, and
Looks like the White House got a couple extra chefs.
that's right.
It's just mean. No, she was implying that
That if Lincoln
he
had,
was now 70 years of age.
right.
Yeah,
Got the
exactly.
white beard. Once
I
again,
would assume his beard would gray.
of course.
we're dressing up as presidents, but we're dressing up as
Ow, that sponge hurts.
monster presidents. We have a number of things to get to. I'm looking across the way. Chick McGee is being made up as Abraham Lincoln. Did you darken the beard a little bit?
Yes.
Is that what's going on over there? Okay, so you're still looking like a younger Abe Lincoln now. That looks very nice. We're doing presidents as monsters. Josh is once again dressed as Teddy Roosevelt if he had a bouffant.
No, if Teddy Roosevelt had sang for the Doobie Brothers at some point.
Yeah, it is sort of a Michael McDonald wig.
That's a lot of hair.
Did you bring the little Teddy Roosevelt glasses for him? The little round ones?
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, because again, your glasses kind of contemporize the outfit. Again, you look more like a sort of really sad late night host that you've just been told that the show has no ratings.
What? What do you mean we lost Nabisco?
Tonight at midnight, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, Chick McGee is being made up across the way to look like a deceased president, kind of a monster president. In this case, Abraham Lincoln. We are doing our annual President's Day tribute dress-up day. So we are in honor of the Monster Presidents series, which has little dolls that are various. For example, Bill Clinton is a wolf man.
Yeah.
And then we have
JFK is Phantom of the Opera.
Right. Ronald Reagan is a mummy. We're doing 4 presidents, but there's a very special thing that we're going to do with it when we're done.
Yeah, I think the payoff is going to be real good.
Yes, you'll be able to watch this. So right now we're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Our engineer is Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. We've got some presidential trivia for you in a matter of moments. I want to remind you that Christy Lee is at her post at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yes,
now,
sir.
I have a couple presidential trivia things that are kind of interesting.
Oh, all right.
Do you have any presidential trivia? Do you know much about the presidents, Christy?
Right here in my hand.
You're
I
kidding
have
me.
some.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you know? Some random facts from the ultimate book of useless information.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln once said, quote, "If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one?"
If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one?
Oh, it was like having him here. I got the chills.
Huh?
Now you look like John Goodman.
Huh?
Well, after he's
Look
been
like John Goodman.
hit by a truck and left on the road in the cold for a week or two.
Doesn't he kind of look like John Goodman?
He does kind of look like John.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the trivia.
Ulysses S. Grant was arrested while in office for speeding on his horse-drawn buggy.
Is that right? Do we know how fast he was going?
I didn't know
No, I
they
don't
gave
have that.
speeding tickets back in the day.
Apparently they did.
No idea.
Well, this is ridiculous.
What is ridiculous? Oh, the wig you have on?
The wig. I feel like Estelle Getty.
Like John Goodman.
You look more like Elvis. That is a dark, dark
I
bouffant.
got to tell you, there's an odor. There's an odor to the wig.
Does he not look like John?
Yes.
It's going to look great.
Yeah, it'll be perfect for the photo. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Could we get back to the presidential trivia?
Though Donald Trump is the 45th president, he's only the 44th person to become president. Which president served 2 non-consecutive terms?
I forget, but I knew. I forget.
Grover Cleveland.
Very good, Chick. Grover Cleveland, correct.
So that's
He was
why
our
he's...
22nd and 24th president.
That's right.
Oh, I see. That's how the
That
numbering
one year
works.
we elected a refrigerator. Remember that? It was a little cold, but
What's the joke here?
Yeah, this is... I'm sorry. I believe we have the judges, and the judges have concluded...
Turducken.
Turducken.
oh, come on. That wasn't a warm president.
Presidential trivia from Christy Lee. Next.
The first woman to run for president of the United States was?
Shirley Chisholm.
Nope, Victoria Woodhull in 1872.
Oh,
wow.
come on. There weren't women then.
Well, women couldn't vote then, Chick, but there was no law barring women from running for office.
Or as she was known back then as, well, isn't this cute?
She ran for the
Good luck, broad.
She ran for the Equal Rights Party with Frederick Douglass as her vice presidential candidate.
That's interesting.
She spent election day in jail, though.
Why?
She was arrested on charges of obscenity.
Oh, I'm sure
Oh,
they
that's
were.
bull. Oh, wait a minute.
They're probably. Oh, yeah. That she's speaking her mind. How dare
Yes.
she?
So
Yeah.
they probably
I did not
arrested
know
her.
that. I thought Shirley Chisholm was the first woman.
I didn't know that either.
Here
I
we go.
thought
This is
that.
fascinating.
Chisholm.
Abraham Lincoln.
Excuse me for 1 second. It's Shirley Chisholm.
That's
did
what I
you
said.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, Chisholm.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Grow up.
Let's do a
What,
presidential,
Shirley Chisholm?
presidential poem. There has to be... that would be the worst porno name in history.
Shirley Chisholm.
That would have to be some kind of weird trans, biracial... Just Move forward, Christy.
Abraham Lincoln was once challenged to a duel by political rival James Shields.
Yeah?
As the challenged party, Lincoln chose a small island as the location and broadswords as the weapon. The two arrived at the site, apparently prepared to fight before a compromise was reached and no blood was shed. The two remained friends ever after.
Wow.
Now, what
Sword
are
play?
broadswords? What are
The sword's made by a woman.
Again, not true.
Shirley Chisholm.
I didn't know that.
me either?
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
Well, people used to duel back
Well, I know.
then.
I mean, that's probably the crux of the play Hamilton right now. I'm not going to miss my shot, and yet, never. Spoiler alert.
Aren't you glad duels don't exist? How many times, Chick, would you have... you and Tom have dueled?
I would have shot or tried to shoot once a year at least.
Andrew Jackson reportedly in more than 100 duels during his life.
Good Lord, he was just a murderer.
Wow.
He obviously
Yeah,
won
because he
them
never-
all.
He had to have won.
Yeah, he never lost or he'd be dead.
Well, sometimes it didn't always result in death, and often the parties would shoot into the air. But
Mr. President, I'm sorry. You asked for the salmon, but we only have sole today. A duel!
I demand satisfaction.
best duel scene in a movie, Josh?
Barry Lyndon.
I totally agree.
Those are amazing scenes. And then
Or as
Barry Lyndon,
the
which
real
is
title, The Shame of Kubrick.
Never saw it.
no, it's still
Don't
it's
know
it's pretty good.
it's long, but it's
Yeah.
That's a great duel scene.
Yeah, it is.
And perhaps the second best would be from the current Netflix program. I'm not sure I guess it's considered a movie.
It is, yeah.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs
Yeah.
opens with a couple of great duel scenes.
Yes.
Watch that.
You didn't enjoy it?
It was all right.
There's a great Western called The Quick and the Dead also that it's just about dueling, and it is
So the
fantastic.
quick one won then, huh?
Okay. More presidential trivia, Christy Lee.
Andrew Jackson bought a parrot named Paul for his wife.
Wow.
He's
During his-
just that creative.
During his funeral, the parrot was ejected because it would not stop swearing.
What? During Jackson's funeral, this parrot was in the
Yeah.
back cussing?
Apparently.
Amazing.
Fantastic. That's great.
I wonder who he was swearing at. I wonder if the parrot swore at Jackson or at his wife.
Probably swore at everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that mother is dead.
He had to have heard.
Now they're together again.
So somebody had to
I'm
be
talking
swearing.
about her legs.
Talking about her legs. She got around. Hello.
Here's something you didn't want to know.
Okay.
Warren G. Harding
The biggest schlong.
Warren G. Harding was like the lady.
wrote erotic letters where he referred to his penis
Yes.
as Jerry.
Jerry.
He nicknamed his own male member Jerry?
This is according to the New York Times. If I hadn't,
Jerry sure misses you. Jerry.
Thank God he didn't have a Twitter account.
Time to
Can you
play.
imagine?
Yeah.
Jerry'd be all over the place.
Hide
He'd
the
have his own
Jerry.
Twitter.
Yeah. You think separated at birth, Jerry Garcia and little Jerry.
His girlfriend called her vagina Dean, so it actually kind of worked out pretty well.
Dean and Jerry.
Yeah.
Little Martin and Lewis joke there. Wow.
Well, they were together.
We'll
We
get
have a
back
couple more
to presidential
fascinating
trivia
facts.
coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. It's a little bit odd looking right now in here because if you have the VIP cameras on, you're wondering why. The weird thing is Josh and Chick look like some kind of weird team of zombie brothers. They don't look like
I'm the one who looks like he's
President
not
Lincoln
comfy.
or President Teddy Roosevelt.
I'm having trouble aging, is what I look like.
Yeah.
I'm hanging on
really
to this.
fighting it.
Yeah, I'm hanging on to this wig.
Yeah.
You have the jet black. Once again, we're doing presidents as monsters.
The wigs really are hot.
Yeah.
You are
I'm
you've got
so hot.
you're President Lincoln. As
Yeah.
Christy pointed out.
John, as portrayed by John Goodman.
Goodman.
Thank you very much, Christy.
And
I'm sorry, it's a
No, it's true.
once again, Josh is
I've seen me.
portraying Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And Christy Lee, you're going to be Thomas Jefferson. Is that?
I guess.
Okay.
And if you're watching on VIP and things don't look quite right, there is a payoff to this that's going to...
Yeah, you'll see. You'll
Yeah,
see.
you'll see what we're doing.
Payoff's a big
Okay.
word.
Now, Christy was celebrating President's Day with some brand new presidential trivia. Are we done with that, or did you find
Nope.
something else?
No, God, no.
Lyndon B. Johnson
Had the biggest.
liked Fresca
most
so
well-hung.
much,
How about a fresca?
he had a fountain installed in the Oval Office.
A fresca fountain.
Yep.
Wow.
You know what? That's the kind of stuff you do when you're president.
Now,
don't you?
if
Fresca's
we'd have known
great.
that when he was president, I bet he'd be would look back on fondly.
I don't think so.
That's very endearing.
Well, drop 7 megatons of napalm, and then
I'll give you
me
your
a Fresca.
war.
Okay.
Like me again, I'll give you your
Man,
war.
Fresca and vodka, nice mix.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm on it about.
Especially that raspberry vodka with Fresca. Oh,
I will be neck deep in 1 hour in a Fresca and vodka.
I'm still stunned that Warren G. Harding famously wrote erotic letters referring to his male member as Jerry.
yeah, that's pretty upsetting.
Well, was
Jerry.
Gerald? Would G for Gerald
No, for
This is from the New York Times.
or Spot?
What does G stand for, Dean? You know,
And it says the letters that Warren G. Harding's family did not want you to see.
who'd he write them to?
And Jerry
Various
with a J.
women?
Wow.
Jerry with a J.
The most sexually explicit ever written by an American president that we know of.
Yeah. Bet there have been some other presidents. who've
According
written-
to this, it says even in the age of Anthony Weiner, these letters have the power to astonish.
Really? They're that filthy?
Oh, come on.
Wiener's out. Did you hear?
Wiener is up.
Winter's out.
Wiener's out.
He also has nicknames
Are you ready for what the G stands for?
in Warren G. Harding.
Gamaliel. Gamaliel.
Whoa.
Wow.
Huh.
It's a family name.
It says legend has it that
It
when Harding
means-
died in 1923, his wife Florence burned many of his personal papers.
Because the letters weren't to her,
Oh.
I bet.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on.
Or
Here.
Flo.
We'll put a
Yeah.
link to that article, and you can read about Warren G. Harding. and his
Flojo?
famous
No, he
Jerry.
wasn't
I'm sorry.
married to Flojo.
Back to you, Christy.
Teddy Roosevelt had a boxing ring installed in the White House.
Oh, Teddy Roosevelt was a badass.
That's right. We'll settle it in the ring. Yikes. Have you seen Warren G. Harding's mistress?
Hard on the eyes, huh?
Oh, man. I tell you what.
Well, those were different times.
Plain.
A handsome woman.
Yeah.
She looks like Lyle Lovett.
She looks like an unattractive Lyle.
Yes, a more masculine Lyle Lovett on a bad hair day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy,
She had a tongue.
Well,
Never mind.
And we have one more presidential useless fact. President John Tyler,
he wasn't a president.
born in 1790, has 2 living grandchildren.
Stephen Tyler.
What?
Stephen?
Let me check.
And-
As of,
and Tyler
as of
Perry.
this, John Tyler and Lyon Gardner Tyler in 1853 at age 63. Oh, he had them apparently.
no, they're still alive.
All right, what's the story
Okay.
here?
The story
It
is.
says John Tyler-
I'll handle this.
Read the words
story is
in the correct order.
he had children very late in life, and then one of those children had children very late in life.
Who cares?
You don't think it's interesting that a guy who was born in 1790
No.
has
No, I don't.
grandchildren?
That's pretty amazing.
People grow up and get old. I know. Yeah. Wow.
Has living grandchildren? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Has 2 living grandchildren.
Not great grandchildren or great they're just grandchildren.
How did this happen?
Again, he
had
impregnated-
children at 63, then his son had children
In
at
his 70s.
70.
Okay, all right. That's pretty wild, I guess.
Yeah, that's something else.
Joe, we are live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Oh, I've got a great trivia thing for you here.
Okay.
First off, Christy Lee is being made up to look like a monster president. Once again, we're dressing as monster presidents today because it's President's Day. And here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios, we have young Callie, mother of one.
Mother of 2.
2,
Mother
yeah.
of 2.
She's had babies in here twice.
Yes.
Was the
I don't mean
last
she's
one in here?
had babies in here, but she's brought them.
You had a
Pearl was
baby
here last
You
year.
had a baby last year when you did this?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Thought it was the same baby. Had no idea.
No, the new
They
baby's so
grow.
little.
possible.
Nope.
So there's that.
Okay.
And they grow.
Nope,
They're
didn't care.
lovely babies.
Did
Let's-
not care. Don't know what it is.
Now, once again,
Oh, it's my fault. Okay.
Christy is not at present at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk because she's getting made up. Once again, there's a reason we're dressing as former presidents as monsters. Because we have a special stunt we're going to do at the end of this that'll be somewhat visual.
Yes. A cunning array of stunts is what we're going to do.
Low-hanging fruit. The point is,
No, not like the...
we in past years we have dressed as many presidents, and it's always fun. And
this is why vampires don't go to work. You always keep rolling up on your cape, on the office chair.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
why you can't.
Is that why the cape went out of fashion?
I think
think
so.
so.
The office chair.
The office chair, it tears your cape up.
You guys look like you're priests in some sort of offshoot Greek Orthodox / Coptic weird
some bizarre
Christian
sect.
sect.
Heaven's Gate-esque waiting
Yes,
for the next
where you've got-
alien to come
Yeah.
get us.
Your
Yeah.
vestments have kind of a creepy red
You're right.
collar, and you both have on these. What are those called? Amulet? What is the word I'm looking for?
Ladies, if you all don't sleep with us, how are you going to get to Jupiter when the angel ship comes?
There you
When
go.
The angel ship will be here one day, ladies, and you will have missed it.
No, I've got some interesting presidential trivia here. Did you know that Benjamin Harrison was the first president to have his voice recorded
Know it? I wrote it.
Do we have the audio then?
on an Edison wax cylinder?
Huh.
I may be able
Okay.
to get that
Yes,
audio.
we do have audio of that.
All right.
Here it is now.
Hello? Is this thing on? Is this
Can you hear me?
what do I
Can
do?
you hear me now?
Way better.
Try it again.
Wait a minute. Here it is again.
I just talking to this thing? Oh, okay. Hi. How many?
Get that Jeb Magruder on
Wait a
it.
minute, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. How many?
How many Polacks does it take? Mr. President, please.
We're recording, Mr. President. First president.
All of a sudden, life is worth living.
First president to ride in an automobile.
I'm going to say whoever was president around 1912.
The answer is William McKinley.
Okay, McKinley, yes.
And he rode in. Anyone know what kind of car he rode in?
An REO Speedwagon.
AMC Pacer.
You're close. It does have a different meaning. The name of that car is now still used widely
DeSoto.
in a different context.
A Ford Starbucks.
No, that's a terrible guess.
A Chevy Target.
The answer would be a Stanley steamer.
Stanley.
Stanley, of course, Stanley steamer, now a carpet cleaning company.
Right.
Yep.
But back then, an automobile. That's kind of cool. Some obscure presidential trivia.
Awooga. I bet it had one of those awooga horns.
Historians are dubious about the notion that William Howard Taft got stuck in the bathtub.
Oh.
So that apparently did not happen.
Well, they're dubious about it. So some say he did, some say he didn't. Right?
I think most quality historians doubt the.
You ever see the Dubious Brothers?
They're good.
They never knew what to play.
Came from somewhere. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
We don't know where they're from.
Well, hello. Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, hello.
This is Gerald.
Gerald.
I'm calling with some presidential trivia.
Oh, terrific.
Presidential
exciting.
trivia.
Since obviously you're too stupid to have actual
Yeah, that's probably true.
President William McKinley never rode in an automobile.
Oh, he didn't, huh?
He rode in an automobile before he was president.
Ah.
Roosevelt was the first to ride in an automobile as president.
Okay.
Oh, that's different.
That's right. He also was the first to have the term dad bod used on him.
Really?
Is that right?
He invented the dad bod, of course. Here's one you probably aren't aware of.
Okay.
Approximately once a month, Harry Truman would get into the cooking sherry.
Oh.
Then he would often head to the train yards where he would challenge every hobo he encountered to a dance-off.
No kidding.
All in good fun, of course.
Sure.
Did you know Grover Cleveland intentionally had his Inauguration Day parade route
rerouted so that he would go past an old girlfriend's house.
Yes.
How you like me now? Rutherford B. Hayes was our only president with a full sleeve of tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yes, but he rarely displayed them. After it was pointed out that the Chinese symbols he thought meant courage were actually an ad campaign for an egg noodle.
Whoops.
Before becoming president, Gerald Ford auditioned to become the third Darren on Bewitched.
Oh, no kidding.
He was turned down for that.
Yes.
And although it went by a different name at the time, Chester A. Arthur was the first president to twerk at his inaugural ball.
Wow. What'd they call it back then?
Chestering.
Yeah, I see. Of course. Yes.
Why wouldn't they? That must be the.
Did you drop your
Solution.
notes?
No, I'm right here.
Gerald?
Okay.
Gerald.
All right,
Do
yeah.
you know much about John Quincy Adams?
Barely anything.
No.
I thought not. Well, as a matter of fact, he was one of our most musical presidents.
Oh.
Okay.
He played the zither.
Oh, really?
That's obscure.
He was known to often explain why he first picked up the instrument. Well, it's common knowledge that nobody scores more tail than a man who can righteously shred a zither.
No kidding.
Common knowledge.
Absolutely. Woodrow Wilson pioneered the unusual hobby of extreme ironing.
Oh, that is unusual indeed.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, you just...
Gerald?
I got
Gerald?
one about Millard Fillmore.
Oh.
Want to hear that?
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
We're ready, yeah.
Millard Fillmore had such incredible abs that when he peeled off his shirt during a 4th of July speech, several women in the audience succumbed to a case of the vapors.
That's amazing.
Oh, they said there wasn't a dry seat in the house.
I guess not.
Is that
Go ahead
presidential
and
trivia?
So you're scrolling down.
Oh, no, I was done long time.
Well, thank you, Gerald. That's fascinating.
Is it really?
Yeah, those are some
Well,
great
thank you, yes.
presidential trivia facts.
We lost him. All right.
Now, we have. Let's do this wall thing. Christy once again is being made up.
Oh boy,
That is
Christy.
If you want to know how Christy is going to look when she's 95,
Yeah, no kidding.
we've got it right now. She's
That's
got
what I was afraid of.
a big white bouffant, and then your skin is gray. Once again, it's Monster Christy. As we continue, once again, we're doing the presidents as monsters. There's a reason for this. It's a huge payoff.
Well, we just got an email here. Hi, Tom. Just checked in on the VIP cams. This comes from our friend Brian in Ireland.
Whatever, Brian.
Why is Chick dressed as John Goodman?
He must have just joined us.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Chick is Abraham Lincoln with a dark black bouffant. And once again, there's a reason he's dressed as a monster president, which we'll
Right.
get to coming up shortly. I want to let's get the wheel out here.
So much for running by the grocery store on my way home, I guess.
Now, we'll have some very special photographs posted on the new Bob and Tom app, which, by the way, has been out for just a week or so. It looks great. If you get a chance, please give it a look. If you're a VIP member, you could be watching right now.
Tom, a lot of folks have been wondering, you can just hit one button and contact us via the app.
That's correct.
Do I still get 10 cents, since I used to get 10 cents per text that comes in? Well, I still do.
Oh, be thinking that.
Okay, so folks out there, if you're worried about me getting my dime.
Yeah, can you see the butterflies flying out my rear end? Okay,
You will
guys.
be getting a call from my lawyer.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. The new Bob and Tom app. It's pretty cool, and you can, again, watch live video streaming if you're a VIP member. And you can do direct texting or email at the touch of a button. Okay, Christy is right now. This is super creepy.
It is.
Actually, I had on the George Washington wig originally.
Wow.
Oh, is
We had
that...
to,
Well,
we
I
had to
see.
switch it out.
I
Yes,
see
so
the
Yes,
difference.
see
Jefferson.
the difference?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Again,
Tom's going to be dressed as George Washington.
I'll be doing
Yeah.
George Washington.
Christine,
We'll need a wig. Yes.
looks like a guest at like an Eyes Wide Shut party, or or one of those like that
Does that
party
mean
that
you would want to have sex with
that
me
party
like
that
this?
Tommy Lee Jones and Joe Pesci threw in JFK.
Oh, with the poppers and
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Bacon's dressed up like the
Yeah.
FTD florist guy. Yeah.
That's a very specific look. Someone probably really digs that.
Oh yeah.
Do they have dress up erotic websites, Josh?
Sure.
Oh, they do?
Powderedwigs.com and
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, powder play. Is what they
powder
call
play
it.
they call it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason we're doing this. You'll be able to find out later
A
on.
huge payoff.
Yes, they have a barrister fetish.
Trivia. Here's one for you, Josh.
Yes, sir.
Lyndon Baines Johnson, Lady Bird, and their daughters all shared what?
DNA.
Good. That's good. That's true.
Bird?
The same
Bird,
bathroom.
The same last name.
Bird.
And
They all shared one toothbrush. Many people didn't know this.
Same middle name. A
the
bird.
same initials.
Oh, LBJ.
They were all LBJ.
You ever see that Mexican movie, LBJ?
LBJ? Oh, that's a classic. That's
Follow the money.
That's a donkey?
The Kennedy assassination. That's all I'm telling you.
That is
Follow
impressive.
the money.
Christy Lee is back at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What's going on over there?
Photos of a New York rat purportedly passed out next to a bottle of Hennessy is going viral.
I hate stuff like this.
Chris Williamson tweeted the photo of the dead rat clutching the Hennessy bottle with the caption, "Just another day in New York City." The same rat was photographed again, this time next. I'm reading without my glasses. This time lying next in between the bottle and the pack of Newport cigarettes by New York.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, wait a minute. Why?
This is pretty hideous. I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
By New York, it was shared onto Instagram. The photos have since gone viral.
Oh, look.
Users making jokes about Stuart Little and a Ratatouille sequel.
There's a dead rat next to a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Wow. Who oversees this?
Especially in New York City.
Yeah.
Hey, man, not everybody can party with Pizza Rat.
No, Pizza Rat was the biggest hoax ever perpetrated on the American public. That's all
Was
I'm
that
saying.
a hoax? I don't think it was.
No, but it was a rat with a piece of trash.
It was a rat with a pizza.
Who can't? No, it was like a slice. Yeah,
was a
rats
slice
eat
of
garbage. News
What
alert.
would you rather do? Watch the rat dragging a piece of pizza or go see Josh's stand-up?
Well,
That's not necessary. That's very mean.
No, I was asking a question.
please don't put that poll up because I know the outcome.
Josh, by the way, killed it over the weekend in Arkansas.
Slade, just
and no, I understand it was a great show. Josh is part of another show with Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, and Greg Hahn at the Dow Event Center, Saginaw, Michigan, coming up this Saturday.
I had a woman come up to me after the show, Tom.
Yes, and?
She thought she was complimenting me. She said, "I am one of the 1% of women who think you are hot."
Whoa!
Wow.
And she looked at me as though
she meant well.
she looked at me as though she absolutely meant well.
She thought she said something you would go, why? My goodness, thank you.
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Okay. Well,
By the way, I keep scratching my face, and it's like I'm sticking my finger in cigarette ashes. Which
it's time for me to
great.
start getting made up.
Yeah,
I
sure
have one
is.
more story because
Okay,
it
go
kind of
ahead.
goes with our theme today.
All right.
A Virginia city is reconsidering its penalty of jail time for teenage trick-or-treaters.
Wow.
The Chesapeake City Council is set to vote on an amendment to a 50-year-old law that threatens teens with up to 6 months in jail if they trick-or-treat on Halloween.
Good Lord.
Instead, violating the 8 p.m. curfew on trick-or-treating over the age of 12 will incur fines of $250 over the age of 12.
See, you have to-
12 is a little young.
You have to ID kids when they come
think
to
my-
trick or treat.
I
No
think
kidding.
I think 14.
10 years old. 10 years old should be it.
14.
10.
I'm going to go 14 also.
According to the
It shouldn't
Virginia
have to
pilot,
be legislated.
Right.
should be.
It shouldn't.
no teens have been arrested under the ordinance, but that has not stopped the town from being ridiculed after making the news last Halloween.
Yeah, that's silly.
Well, they should be ridiculed.
How do you ID them? You smell their feet? What is the...
Smell their feet.
What?
Well, you're clearly 16. An odor like that. I mean, I know you're going for the trick or treat smell my feet thing, but
Okay, 12's too old.
no,
No.
it's not.
8 years
not.
old. 8 years
Oh,
old.
lighten up. Have
8
some
years
fun.
old. 8
Have
years
some
old.
fun. This is like some kind of weird...
If you can drive to the house and ask for candy,
You can't drive at
shouldn't be-
14.
Yeah.
You can. I
This
think
is
you
like
can.
a weird footloose thing.
Yeah, it is. This town needs to lighten up.
Wait a minute, Josh. This may be it.
What? Footloose
Your
meets
movie,
Halloween?
Footloose meets Halloween.
Oh. Ooh, what if there was a... Well, no, you couldn't do that.
There's some guy at school wants to prevent the kids from trick-or-treating. So they all protest and all the teachers dress up.
Yeah.
Old man.
I know. Who are the people of this town? I gave candy to a 17-year-old.
Sons of bitches.
I look around the room and I
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
you're
feel
enjoying
like
this.
I feel like I'm in some kind of weird ghost
You
world.
are so enjoying this. We have become your puppets.
They're doing exactly as I said.
Well, Callie's going to start my face now. Once again, I'll be the monster version of George Washington. So you have kind of a hint as to what we're doing because you've got Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and George Washington. Kind of an odd
Amalgamation?
an
Oh,
odd
that's the word I
group.
was gonna use.
And there's a reason that we're all together.
They were in the presidents of the United States.
Yes, they will.
Lump. Lump.
Okay, I'm ready.
love
Come on
them.
over. You got anything else over there, Christy, while I get my makeup on?
Yes. If I can.
I think it's funny that you think it's going to take like 30 seconds to make you
Yeah,
up.
you've got minutes here. pal.
But you are the grayest of all of us as far as your pallor goes. But still,
I
it's going to
cultivate
take a
that.
second.
It's rather ashen.
Yes.
The Democratic Republic of Tajikistan is celebrating.
That's not a real
made up word.
No, I'm not making that up. I know I don't have my glasses on, but that's what
Which
that
is
says,
next
right?
to come on Pakistan.
Is celebrating a birthday.
Yes?
They say if you're celebrating a birthday in public, it is illegal.
Good.
To celebrate your birthday in public?
Yep, Tajikistan pop star. Oh, why did I read this without my glasses? Firuza Kafisoza was recently fined $530.
You do need your glasses. It says Becky Smith.
It says Fat Boy Slim.
For celebrating her birthday in the company of friends outside of her home. According to the regulation of traditions and customs in the Republic of Tajikistan, the celebration of birthdays anywhere except in the privacy of the family circle is strictly forbidden.
Family circle. What a load of crap. that
Offenders
comment is.
risking hefty fines.
The always hilarious Bill Keane.
Bored. I would scream at the newspaper.
Hi and Lois.
Family. Oh, Tom was a fan of the Family Circus.
Did.
Yeah.
Of course you did. You're off.
Hey, turn your mic on, dope.
Oh, sorry. This is our second. This is our second Footloose possible.
Right. No birthdays, no
birthdays,
trick-or-treating.
No trick-or-treating.
Good.
It sounds good. We're going to come right back. I will be
I'm
fully made
going
up
to
when we
be
return. I'm very excited about it.
26.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Windbag blowhard. 9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, here's Christy to tell us what Tom's doing.
Tom is getting ready. He's getting his amulet attached as he is George Washington, but he's dressed as a dead George Washington, a vampire
very
George
accurate.
Washington.
Once
No, I
again,
don't think George looks that good, actually, right now.
Yeah, well, you never know. I got better teeth, I'm hoping. Once again, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Sorry, I'm dressed as a dead George Washington.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened.
As a monster.
It was my idea. That's right.
Because it's President's Day.
Two things happened while we were away. Tom, first of all, doesn't know he has index fingers, and secondly, does not know what a cape is. Said, put the cape on, and he goes, "Does this have sleeves?" No, capes don't have sleeves.
And then he
That's what
tried to argue that your better capes do have sleeves.
I'm used to implying I'm used to wearing a better
You know,
cape.
if a cape has sleeves, it's a coat.
The more evolved capes.
Capes with sleeves are like cardigans, okay?
No.
That's a robe.
Yes.
Maybe you should go on Shark Tank.
Yeah. So, capes with
Capes with
sleeves.
sleeves. This is going to revolutionize.
You're an idiot. For that reason, I'm out.
What we're doing is we're dressing as presidents that are monsters. And, we haven't. Wait a minute. Have we had the Ace Cosby joke of the day
No,
here in the,
we
haven't.
in the
No,
Napa
we-
Auto Parts Studios?
People are clamoring.
Joke of the week.
Are they?
Joke of the week.
Ace Cosby.
Son
Is
of
this a joke? Are you joking?
No.
This is a joke, right? What are you
No.
from a radio station?
A termite walks into a bar and asks, "Is the bartender here?"
Classic. Classic.
The bartender.
Tender.
Here.
Here.
Oh, I
The
get
termite's
it.
going to
Okay.
eat it.
Yeah,
See?
I
That's
got
a
you.
nice tender bar. You
Yeah.
see?
What a hoot. Funny stuff.
Oh, that is very good, Ace. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to the Ace Cosby joke of the day tomorrow. Let me introduce our staff. We have as Teddy
staff.
Roosevelt. It's Josh. Once again, as Teddy Roosevelt,
Right.
monster Teddy Roosevelt.
And I don't quite look like him, but it will all come together.
Yeah. That's going to be the toughest one. I think is going to be. Christy does look a lot like a dead Thomas
Are
Jefferson.
we going
Yes.
to tell people what it's going to come together as? Because if we don't, we're running out of time.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
Well, I think people will just see what
They'll
we've done.
see what it is.
Yeah.
So you're not going to explain it to them on the
Cliffhanger.
air.
No, you'll have to follow us.
You'll have to look at the pictures on the Bob and Tom
Right.
app. We have a brand new app, and thanks to Capital One, by the way, for helping us launch the
It's like
app.
the Venezuelan
Yes.
dollar. It's not worth it.
Congratulations to a bunch of our winners today. They would include Troy McLeod, Liz Chacon,
Hi, I'm Troy McLeod.
You might remember me.
Scott Maxwell, and Sean St. Germain, all winners.
Sean St. Germain.
Yeah, the Bob and Tom
if
show.
that's not a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Yeah, Sean St. Germain. Yeah, that is a good
very
name. That is
French.
very Supreme Courty. Now, Christy Lee, we have to
Tom
wrap things
Griswold?
up. Do you have any? Have we missed anything today?
An Arizona volunteer discovered thousands of dollars inside a donated book, according to KPNX TV.
Where news comes first.
Kathy McAllister was sorting books for a charity book sale in Phoenix last weekend when she found $4,000 in a chamber. Oh, I can't read. In a chamber cut inside the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire.
Oh, there was a chamber cut into the book.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
chamber was. She initially believed the $100 bills were Monopoly money. But
Why were they
no.
pink?
That's what I wondered. McAllister said the former owner also left a letter as well as an address label inside the book, and she was able to return the money to the man's family.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is this a trick to get people to start getting library books?
Oh, look for the hidden money?
That'd work.
Yeah.
We've hidden a $100 bill in one of these volumes. You have to read it to find it. So these people then didn't know the money was in there, obviously.
Apparently not.
Someone had
no.
taken the time and trouble to hollow out a copy of
Yeah, cut a
The
chamber.
Rise
in
and
the,
Fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's idiot. What's the least likely book for anyone ever to want to pick up and read?
Oh, it's a fascinating read, I've heard.
Yeah, so apparently an old man had put his life savings in there maybe and
But they had to
hid
go to
it
the trouble
away.
to cut away the pages and
You think he cut away the rise or the
Sure.
fall?
fair question.
Yeah, what do you get rid of?
Yeah.
I'd probably get rid of the fall.
So,
That's the bad part.
Because you're
the
a
rise is good.
You're a
It's really
positive thinker.
yeah.
You know,
exactly.
The rise of the Roman
Sure.
Empire.
You don't want the fall.
And then, a couple things happened and things went wrong. But we got pizza out of the deal, so we're happy.
and Anthony Weiner's out of prison, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Wiener's out.
Weiner's out.
He can pretty much do whatever he wants now, right? In terms of
Write his own ticket.
texting. He doesn't have to worry about anybody getting upset anymore.
I guess
'cause
he
he's
does.
no longer in the public eye
But
necessarily.
Doesn't he have restrictions and he needs some...
Yeah, it's not clear where he has been transferred to or where
he's
he's
in a
staying.
halfway house, so he can only
Yeah.
whip it halfway out.
Is that what that means?
He's
I
in the
don't know, I'm
custody of the Residential Reentry Management Office. Doesn't
Yeah,
that sound fancy?
Time now.
Our tax
things you
dollars going
learn
to waste.
on today's
Couldn't we just have him thrown off a building and get it over with? So we never have to hear his name again.
Live on TV, we're going to throw Anthony Weiner off a bridge.
Let's see. It was a big week at the Daytona 500. A lot of body work. Mm-hmm. Might want to be in a
Metal worker, sheet guy.
Yeah, there was
sheet
a
metal.
lot. Denny Hamlin's our winner. Let's see. Josh stopped by the home of the so-called throwed rolls,
Yes, Lambert's.
Lambert's, and you went to the one where?
Sykeston, Missouri.
And you have a great video of the guy heaving the rolls at
Perfect.
you, as they do to all their customers.
Yes.
You've got to check that out. That is on the various
Did
Bob
you
and
miss
Tom
any?
social media platforms.
No.
Good for you.
No,
Did you
the-
catch any in your mouth?
No.
Oh, that was my
Does
question.
anybody do people do that?
I can't imagine.
Because they really are coming at you.
And they are big rolls. So,
But they look really soft, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Dick Hitswater today was sitting in for Archibald Cox. And that's a genuine presidential joke. For those of you that remember the Watergate era, today is John Travolta and Vanna White's birthday.
Yep.
And
Yoko Ono.
the most obscure thing we found out today, Lyndon B. Johnson, while president, loved Fresca and actually had fountain Fresca available in the Oval Office.
Correct.
Wow. And Andrew Jackson had a parrot that cursed at his funeral and had to be had to be removed.
Amazing.
Actual trivia facts. Thank you very much.
Happy President's
Have
Day.
a great President's Day, and tomorrow we'll reveal what this is all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just tuning in on the VIP cameras and wondering why we look like
Idiots.
dead presidents.
Yeah. Dead
Yeah, that's what
presidents.
we look
That's
like.
what people immediately
Sure.
think when they
Yeah.
tune in.
We're dressed as the monster presidents today.
Rawr.
We have Teddy Roosevelt. Josh,
Yes. Yeah.
thank you very much. I'll take attendance.
Oh, you wanted me to hear?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, Tom.
Okay, I am George Washington. And Christy Lee, of course,
about
is
this?
Thomas
Of
Jefferson.
course I
How
am.
about this? Next year, we have some of our favorite comedians come in and have them dress up
as
as presidents. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, we could get. You know what? I think Drew Hastings would make a fine Andrew Jackson.
Oh,
I think
excellent.
it would be
yeah.
great.
Yes.
Excellent.
And Timmy Kavanaugh would look pretty good as.
Haywood back.
Eisenhower, maybe? Well,
Yeah,
Haywood,
yes.
Haywood would be Jefferson
Haywood
Davis.
could be anybody.
No, he'd
Yeah.
be Thomas Jefferson, I think, would be
No,
the
Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy.
Now you're confusing the issue again. And the idea terrible on so many
not
levels.
like the monster presidents.
Oh, people are going to love this. Wait till you hear why.
People are gonna love this.
Oh yeah, this will be all over the internet.
We have audio of somebody reacting to the photo of what this all ends up being.
We do?
Yeah. Let me play that. Ha ha!